You guys might want to listen up to this video, because I'm about to let you in on one of the greatest pranks it is possible to play on one of your mates while you're in London. And it is called the Bayswater Party Prank. Step 1. Don't know why I'm still holding this. Phone a friend of yours and tell him you've just bought tickets to a party at the following address, and it must be this address. You might want to write it down if you want to try this prank yourself. The address is number 24 Leinster Gardens, Bayswater. And it must be that address, otherwise the prank won't work. Step 2. Set a price for these tickets and tell your friend they have to give you the money in advance of the actual party itself. Say maybe 4 days to a week in advance of the party. Meet up, collect the money off him, no more than about £5 or £10. Don't go overboard with this, unless you manage to come up with the most convincing story ever of an absolute astounding party full of celebrities and booze and shit like that. 3. Once you've managed to coax the ticket money off your friend, tell him that you'll actually meet him inside the door of 24 Leinster Gardens once he's there. So the bouncer will pick up his ticket. Once he's inside the door, he'll show you through to the rooms in which the party is being held, and you will meet him there. When you meet him up, you must tell him you're going to meet up on the other side of the door. Step 4. Now it's the night of the party, and all you, my friend, need to do as the prankster is sit back and wait for the angry call from your mate when he tells you he's been standing outside the front door like an absolute arsehead for about 2 hours, probably in the soaking rain, realising that there's nobody home. And, as I'm about to tell you, there never was and there never will be. The reason why this prank works so brilliantly is this. The address itself on Leinster Gardens actually exists, but if you were to take a look up to the windows at the top of the property, you would see that they're completely empty. If I just take the camera up to look at the windows here, to pan over, you would see that they're all blocked out. There's no way you'd be able to see through them, which kind of defeats the point of them being windows, I suppose. It's the only real way you can tell that these aren't actually genuine properties. They're just stucco facades. Now the reason for this unusual anomaly in building is all to do with the story of how the Metropolitan Railway extended from Edgware Road round to South Kensington in 1868. Now when this extension was constructed, it became clear to the Metropolitan that they'd have to build it through some very, very exclusive neighbourhoods that still attract some of the highest prices in world property today. The railway at this time was completely steam operated. Cuttings had to be cut at various points along the route in order to let all the steam out. Otherwise, everybody on the tracks and in the stations would practically asphyxiate themselves and die. And that's not really a good advertisement for a railway. When the good folk of Bayswater found out that they were going to have a massive hole in the ground open up right outside their properties, you can imagine they were furious. This wasn't the first underground railway that had actually been built. An underground railway by the Metropolitan had already been constructed into the City of London already, through some relatively poor neighbourhoods, and well, you can imagine when they got shoved out due to the cuttings, there was absolutely nothing they could do about it. But the people of Bayswater, well, they had enough influence to have a say. Now, in order to basically keep up appearances, the Metropolitan Railway and the residents of Bayswater agreed to have these two fake facades put up in front of the hole from which the steam and the smoke would